All right, gentlemen, you received the instructions in the dressing room. You know what I expect? A good, clean fight. Ya recibieron las instrucciones con una pelea limpia. Golpe legales, legal punches, here for you. Legal punches, here for you. Touch gloves, back to both of you. Una set los dos. Toca one.
I want to make sure I land something hard while he's not warmed up yet.
Came in at 155.4. He weighed 141.4 at the weigh-in. That's 6.4 pounds above the weight limit of 135 because this is a title eliminator for Keyshawn Davis. He's ranked number 3 by 3 of the world's sanctioning bodies. Everything's at stake in his hometown for Keyshawn Davis, and he's got a monster in front of him who is in shape, Tim. He trained for this fight. He didn't train to make 35. He trained to make 40 plus.
Not at all, and you're already starting to see this is exactly what Lemos has to do. And Keyshawn right now, again, just keep it smart. Keep it very simple. Don't get greedy with his combinations. 1, maybe 2 shots at a time, but you see him right there going down to the body. That's another key. You know, you think that he had a tough weigh-in? Check him downstairs. See what he ate for breakfast. See what he ate for lunch. Keyshawn going downstairs early in hopes it pays good dividends down the stretch.
It's a nice up jab from Keyshawn Davis. As long as he uses his speed and his legs, he doesn't get into this type of fight where Lemos is going to try to rough him up. Ole.
Ole, ole, ole.
Oh, nice quick flashy combination from Davis, and Lemos leaps and misses from far away.
This round, great boxing from Keyshawn, keeping the fight out at distance where he wants it to be. Again, and counterpunching effectively. Again, right there, those smart move. Keyshawn just getting close and bumping, creating space for himself to be able to evade.
Nice body shot there from Lemos for Keyshawn Davis. So that's part of the work that Lemos does, but if Keyshawn keeps him at bay with the quickness, that's his advantage. And Tim,
Lemos is going to keep coming forward. He has to counter as often as possible.
All right, he was over by 6.4 pounds at the weigh-in. He was, oh,
there it
that's
is.
A left counter.
There it is.
Davis, and down goes Lemos. Big boy or not, overweight or not.
Beautiful shot. The counter, he caught him coming in. You see, he missed with that hook. Perfectly timed right hand as he's coming in. Double impact, his momentum, he's coming forward, his own inertia, there it is. Took him that way, boom, go ahead, and me land that right hand up. Right on the chin. Nice pull counter, beautiful timing right there from Keyshawn.
This lightweight can be, as he's playing Matador for moments, goes downstairs with a vicious right hook, and that left hook puts him on snaky leg and face first on the mat. And he goes reeling backwards.
First round, he said, you know what, I'm going to go back to that later. I'm not going to make him pay just yet. But this is the second knockdown right here in the finish. Going downstairs, softening him up. Coming up top with a beautiful left hook right there as Lemos is shooting the right hand. Great timing, perfect execution. My gosh. My gosh. Great work right here by Keyshawn Davis.
Don't dance too early now, Keyshawn, because Lemos is still dangerous. But
It's
not
over.
if you can continue to land those powerful shots. And that's how you end the fight. Keyshawn Davis said, I don't care if he's King Kong. If he comes into my house, he's going to pay the price. And boy, did Lemos pay the price.
And here's the end of the fight right here. Good combination. He knows he has his man hurt. Just following up short shots on the inside. That last uppercut right there, ooh, that was diabolical, people. That last uppercut right there. He didn't have to do that, but he did. He made him pay for those 6 pounds.
The referee did not get there in time, even though Raukais tried. That was a vicious finish. He let everything, all the anger.
For your winner by knockout, and still the WBO Intercontinental, IBF Intercontinental, and WBC USA champion. He's your very own from Norfolk, Virginia. He is the businessman, Keyshawn Davis.
8 rounds. Obey my commands. Touch gloves. Let's go to work. Good luck.
All right, Jay Nady gives the final instructions. 10-point must scoring system. No standing 8 count. No 3 knockdown rule. If I cannot be saved with a bell in any round. Only the referee can stop the fight. As you take a look at the doughboy sort of build of Andy Ruiz Jr., don't be fooled by his build. This kid can fight. He's got very fast hands. He's quick on his feet. And he's an excellent fighter. And again, he's down from 300 pounds to 250. His last fight, he was 246. But when you're as big as he is, 4 or 5 pounds one way or the other doesn't mean much. He's in good shape, and as I mentioned, training with the kid from New Zealand, Joseph Parker. And oh, look at that! Straight right hand to the left hook catches Davis right away. That'll give you an indication of the power of Andy Ruiz. It's up to 6 and 7. He gets up, but he's been tagged right away in the first round here. And remember what I told you, Ruiz has power. He's got 12 knockouts. He's got this guy ready to go again. And down he goes hard. This fight's all over as he banged his head hard on the floor as Ruiz crushed one to his jaw. 2 big shots, and this thing's over before the seats get warm for the heavyweight fight. My goodness gracious, this guy's still hurt. Jay Nady didn't even bother to count him out. I think he right away in the early going, bang, and a crushing right hand, followed with a left hand. So he got another left in there at the end. So you get the brain spinning one way with the right hand. Watch this now. Watch the right hand first and then the 2 lefts. Boom, boom, and boom. And that's it. Into the fight, just a crushing right hand body shot. And he's right on him again with a left hook, and that's all she wrote. And look at the eyes right there. He's able to sit up.
Damas y caballeros, este combate concluye con un tiempo oficial de 35 segundos del asalto inicial. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end with an official time of 35 seconds of round number 1. Your winner, by way of knockout, el vencedor por nocaut.
And we're awaiting the bell for round 1. Marvin Hagler in the red trunks. And we're underway now. This scheduled 10-round middleweight bout. Marvin Hagler hoping to get that title opportunity again. He's trying to leave the Antifermo draw. Hagler 5'9½". Hammani 5'9¼ Throwing too many punches as they get a good look at each other.
Hammani so far is moving strictly to his left, which is really the way to fight a southpaw, especially a southpaw like Hagler. It's a punishing puncher. Good right hook by Hagler, Tim. Good right hook. Missed that one. Hammani is slipping punches and he's not countering, Tim.
Good straight right from Hagler.
He's hurt. Hammani is hurt.
It really rocked him. Another right hand. He's got him in trouble. He's on the ropes and that's it. Hammani knocked right through these very loose ropes into the press row as Hagler with a good short straight right. That was a damaging punch. Hammani receiving attention. He's apparently all right.
Straight right jab hurt him. That's how powerful Hagler is. He hurt him with a jab. There's a right hook behind it. And here's those ropes, those loose ropes. That didn't help.
We've been watching these ropes during the preliminaries today and have been critical of them. They were not anchored tightly enough. And here's an example of what can happen. There's no support from those ropes. He takes a left and a right. And he's
gentlemen, we went over the dressing room. We went over the rules in the dressing room. Keep it clean, set yourself for that turn. Let's do this.
Celestino Ruiz wants them to touch him up. And they do. Joe Tessitore alongside 2-division world champion Timothy Bradley and Mark Kriegel ringside. All the talk is done. It's time to fight. Benavidez, Crawford, WBO welterweight championship of the world.
See both guys right now trying to figure the range out, the speed, the distance.
He wants Crawford to come forward and attack.
Crawford giving him a smile and a little nod of the head when he went with that jab to the body. Tim, you like the early work with that jab of Benavidez.
He's going to have to out-jab Terrence Crawford. The jab is what sets up everything for Terrence Crawford.
And then Crawford sitting on top with that now southpaw right jab as he comes in with a straight left to the body that scores here.
Crawford got to be careful in lunging. He lunged with that straight left. Benavidez is a good counterpuncher.
Bud shakes that off. We're going to take just one short break here and then back to Crawford and Benavidez. Stick around. Counter punching to fire it off. Fire comes at you, you come over with the counter punch that matches up.
Absolutely, and that's how you need to do it. There he is.
And there he goes to the body. It was a left hand to the body from Crawford. Benavidez shakes it off. He says, isn't anything.
Crawford has extreme concentration. He can concentrate for 36 minutes and figure it out in there.
Good exchange.
He says Terrence Crawford ducked him. I don't find any evidence of that. But in boxing, the imagined slides are usually more important than the real ones.
Terrence Crawford right now trying to get his jab working and trying to pick up the pace on Benavidez.
Jab going from there. There's another body shot that got around the left arm of Benavidez.
Tim, can Crawford also come off the jab and shoot a straight left hand?
He definitely can, but he has to be careful because Benavidez, like I said, is a great counterpuncher. He has a good right hand.
Doubles up the right hand that time, does Crawford. There he works his way to the inside and included yet another body punch.
And here it is again. When you put that peekaboo defense up with those hands up.
The right knee is the knee that was shot. A bullet went through the femoral artery. It fractured the bone.
From Bud Crawford, who has had so much success going to the body in this round, taking control here. One of the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. That's Terrence Bud Crawford, trained by Brian McIntyre, a.k.a. Bomac, who's with Bernardo.
Bomac, it seems that Terrence is getting his rhythm here. What did you tell him? What do you want for round 4?
I told him to keep his hands up and go behind that double jab because Benavidez will catch the first jab, but he won't catch the second jab. After you throw the second jab, he'll try to cover up. You can get closer to him. So after you get closer to him, then you start going to the body, come back up to the head.
And you said, watch out for that right hand. Tried to go to the body there, but went up top. Now he comes sweeping across that belt line and came up short.
And he's looking to just create things, different angles by switching southpaw.
I got news for you, fellas. I think he's boxing him beautiful. You know, he's making miss. You know, he can't feel the punch. And look, he's getting hit. Look at that, you know. But, of course, you got to go with the crowd, whatever you guys say. But I think he's doing really beautiful. He's going to the body. He's catching him with those straight right hands. Look at that. How can you tell me that? Look.
Sure did. And not running makes a good night for you, the viewer, and these fans here. And by the way, in terms of the way the crowd reacts, they very much knew what they were getting themselves into, so much so to the point that Jose Jr. said, hey, this fight's not going a distance. I can't let that happen here in his hometown.
A little politicking by Jose Sr. there.
And use a little bit more angles and confuse Benavidez.
Perhaps a better test than many imagined for the great Bud Crawford. A guy who sits number 1 atop so many pound-for-pound fighter in the world list. The guy who was number 1 pound-for-pound retired.
This is more than most people imagine from Jose Benavidez, but it's not more.
He'll use that jab occasionally, but he'll wait on you and he'll fire some combinations back at you. Great counterpuncher. And he has good speed.
But his sense of himself as a fighter was based on those sparring sessions. He's never been in with anyone like that, except for when he was a kid.
Interesting moment right there as Bud came in and then the right hand came in at a downward angle. Good exchange right in the center of the ring.
And there's a difficulty basing your sense of yourself on sparring, also something that happened almost a decade ago.
Right now, Benavidez is having some success.
He is with that right hand, Tim.
Straight right hand, and also, like the champ said, he's catching Crawford on the way out. Crawford had a tendency of doing so, getting off and coming right back.
Three-punch combination moments ago by Crawford that spiked this crowd here. You saw him double up that left hand. Now he gets right into the kitchen of Benavidez. And he let him go again. Three-punch combination and another right hand to the body from Bud Crawford. As Ward has it 58-56 for Crawford.
Crawford right now controlling the outside. That's why he's able to land these shots. Looks like the movement of Crawford has Benavidez standing still.
I think that Crawford's fighting a little up, but in terms of stamina, it looks like Benavidez has less.
Well, at this point, all the body shots that Terrence Crawford has landed is definitely doing this, making the toe, and doing his toe, and doing what it's supposed to do.
Bernardo has been monitoring both corners. What can you tell us, Bernie?
Well, Benavidez is doing exactly what his father doesn't want him to do. He wanted him to use the jab in this round, to not step straight back, to be more active. And Bomac called it the round before. He said, I see Benavidez breathing hard, and I think Bud is in a great place.
He came in, and Bud came at him. From Bud Crawford, Tim.
Here it is. Crawford right here, making a miss, making a pay short. Left hand right there. Now Benavidez is willing to cover up right in front of Terrence Crawford. That's a huge mistake.
He's tired.
He is tired.
Moments ago, round 8. Is this the start of where Crawford takes control?
I'll tell you what I do see from the facial expressions between rounds. I don't see the same brio, the same confidence, the same type of willingness to attack from Benavidez that I did earlier in the fight.
Covering up like that doesn't work out so well. You know who else notices it? The guy opposite him. Crawford. Three-punch exchange, including a left hand that splits the guard of Benavidez.
And of course,
Crawford comes in. Left hand, right to the body. Good exchange to close out the 8.
Concession that the way to win this fight, in answer to Joe's question, is that right hand coming in.
Andre Ward with an even 6th round, but still Crawford up 78-74. Many ringside have it 5 rounds to 3. Crawford.
Look at the beautiful work by Crawford, changing levels, going downstairs to be able to land some combinations up top like that. Right hook right there. Look at the feet. He just got out of range right there. Angles out right there. Terrence Crawford.
He made the point before, that jab looks good when he throws it right above the knee, walking his dog. Actually, it was a cat, too. It was an exotic $10,000 cat at midnight in Phoenix. Someone targeted him, and he knows.
Benavidez attack. He's standing right in front of Terrence Crawford right now, not really using his jab. I want to see Terrence Crawford turn it up a little bit more on Benavidez. He's there to be hit. Nice stinging body shot right there with Crawford.
Put that left hand right to the body. He wants to try to draw him in again. Wasn't successful earlier in doing so. Let's see what Benavidez comes up with here as Crawford looks to unload. pushes him back. A right hand came with it from Benavidez.
This is exactly what Crawford needs to do. He needs to stay close, work the body, block and counter.
Benavidez with an offensive output. Crawford comes right back. Short left hook from Benavidez. Benavidez a little more willing here in round number 10. And Crawford always that way. World champion, pound for pound elite. In 6 minutes for Benavidez to try to find the answer. Look at the power punches now. Crawford comes into this round having landed 100 of 238 thrown. And that percentage now moves north to 42%.
We talked before about Crawford basically torturing guys who've antagonized him.
Maybe looking at a go for broke 12th round from the undefeated challenger as Crawford brings it a little bit.
There it is again.
Sent off balance.
Check hook.
Well, time is of the essence. He trails well behind on the scorecards. Crawford is easily in control, and he's got 2.5 minutes.
He would become, he's got to sell out right now.
Got to risk everything, right, Tim?
Got to go for it. And he is. He's trying. He's trying to stalk Terrence and put combinations together to the head and body.
But where is that body shot we saw in the 4th round? Sitting on the ropes and shaking his head is not how he wants to end this fight, however.
Oh! Crawford gets him! My, oh my! What a shot! Half a minute.
I believe Terrence lands an uppercut, a right uppercut, a punch he never threw.
Let's see how he goes about it. Best in the world. At home. Is he the finisher they all expect him to be? He is. What a huge right hand, and he has done it.
The whole fight, short uppercut. Then he follows up to finish him with a right hook. Benavidez.
Declaring the winner by way of technical knockout, still the undefeated WBO welterweight champion of the world, repping Omaha, Nebraska, Terrence Crawford.
You know what I mean? He has to be confident. He should loosen up more. He has no respect for Rahman. Look like he's just going to go out there, go and clock him.
Look, 12 rounds for the WBC Heavyweight Championship held by The Rock. Rahman is with us. Mike Tyson providing his insight on what's going. He's been so excited tonight, I thought he was going to throw a few punches down here. I'm Alan Maskaev.
I felt a couple.
With Mario Lopez.
A wonderful night. I wish this the whole crescendo was just a beautiful note.
Hopefully the momentum will keep going. Now, these are true, legitimate heavyweights. These are big boys in the ring. So obviously one punch. Well, listen, for the most part of the night, one punch on the lightweight, flyweight division matters nonetheless. You can always end it.
Good right hand for Rock.
Right hand.
Wow, that's really big. Yeah, I agree. He just missed it, but that was really an interesting punch right there. I love to see him out.
Well, boys, you might want to be loose here ringside because the last time they got together, one of them flew out of the ring.
He's already suffering a small cut on his nose, either from that big right hand.
It had to be either that or a jab. He's been very tentative, been very cautious as Maskaev.
Maskaev has improved so much since his loss to Corey Sanders. Tremendous improvement.
That was a good combination Maskaev just threw. The ring looks so much smaller.
And he seemed to have caught Rahman's attention with that big right hand.
I don't understand why Rahman just don't put his left hand up and block.
Right. His defense. You know, Mike, Rahman's fighting a totally different fighter from his last fight. Fought James Toney, who does nothing but slip his punches, bob and weave. So it seems that Maskaev is suited to his style. And I got to tell you, on these big guys, up close, those gloves look so small.
Absolutely. And these guys are punching extremely hard. You're 240 pounds we're talking about here, guys.
A lot of power being generated. Think of that.
Maskaev.
He had a sneaky right hand.
Grazed Rahman's head. This doesn't look right. It looks like he's waiting to counter Rahman.
Rahman being effective with his jab.
Yeah, they're right in there now. They're zoning in here in round 2. Both looking to throw punches. Rahman steps away. They're just going to be locked up here and throwing. May the best man win the way it's going to be. That jab is really hurting Maskaev.
Nice sneaky left.
Short, very short.
Short, he's right hand, a lot quicker than you would think.
It's a typical Russian, because you know the Russian and the amateur, they throw those short, sharp punches.
Wanting to unify all the titles.
Well, that's a good right hand here. Mike brought up a good point. It took him, although there's a great boxing system, there's some blood on Maskaev's face, by the way. A great boxing system. They never could, achieve anything because they couldn't adjust our style over here. Now they've adjusted, and they're not just pure amateur fighters.
No, they're very successful professional fighters now.
And we've got another cut from Maskaev on his.
Maskaev's got to go all out. Maskaev's trying to go all out and take him out because he's very apprehensive about the cut on the top of his eye. He's throwing hard punches. So, he's trying to catch Rahman coming in.
I believe it was definitely from a punch.
It must have been a jab.
Rahman being so effective with the jab.
Maskaev's a little quicker than I thought he was.
He is. He's got deceptive
sharp hands. Sharp hands for a big man.
It is. Very deceptive speed.
Because he's been able to land that right, Mike, and just pull it back, Pop him and pull it back.
Mike, with these big guys, you rarely see them throw in combinations. It's 1, 1, 2.
Because of the weight factor, it burns more energy. It burns more energy from a physical perspective.
I remember you used to throw 5, 6, 7 punch combinations off. Oh, and a late punch from us. Crowd has been treated to some great fights so far.
I would agree, yes. Awesome night of fighting.
Big crowd on hand. Round 3 for the heavyweight championship in the world. We got the former heavyweight champion right here with us.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you very much, my friends.
Whenever there was, I'll say this much: whenever there was a Tyson fight, it was a national holiday.
And counter left hook. Maskaev having a lot of his success with that left hook.
This is strange here.
Sometimes in your career, there's just other fighters who have your number.
Well,
maybe Maskaev knows how to beat Rahman.
And if he does, the former Soviet Union will have all the championship belts in the world. A big, sneaky right hook for Maskaev.
Yeah, heavy.
We're in round 3, scheduled for 12. That right hand to get in the left hook. Rahman said it didn't hurt him, shakes it off, which usually means it hurt him.
Well, he's about to go up the ring.
This is a good round for Oleg Maskaev.
I agree. Here we go. Maskaev picked up the tempo in the 3rd round a little bit. But like we've been mentioning, that's 2 big guys in there.
And I got to tell you, they're being pretty active for heavyweights.
Exactly. They're not trying to see the distance. They don't see it in the 12 rounds. They want to finish this.
Well, they both got points to prove. One, that it wasn't a fluke knockout. Rahman, that it was.
When Rahman covers up like that, Maskaev just keeps pounding right through the gloves.
He does, Alan. He does those sneaky right hooks. And again with a sneaky left hook.
Oh, they're going at it now.
And these guys are throwing serious leather.
The crowd loves it. It's a brawl.
Oh, caution to the wind, if I must say so myself.
Yeah.
And Rahman not giving up.
Stop. Here we go. J80 breaking him up.
Wow.
A lot of action here tonight. Maskaev throwing again. Good combination from Maskaev. Well, that takes a lot of energy. Another combination.
Oh, beautiful 1-2-3 combination by Maskaev. Having a lot of success with the left hooks.
Look at the wrestling. Look at this guy over here. He has a fan.
Wow.
Maskaev has a fan base.
Definitely had.
What lies in store after 3 grueling, tough rounds? Here comes Maskaev, round 4.
Maskaev came to fight tonight.
Sure did.
I would agree with that one as well. Yes, Maskaev, come to fight. This is a trip.
This is a trip. No sense in messing around. You got the gloves on.
Man, that's right.
Round 4. Rahman didn't look so good round 3, but Maskaev, I tell you, I'm surprised at how quick he is.
I think Maskaev should work on throwing more punches.
You're exactly right. When he has a lot of success when he's throwing more combinations. But if he gets into a jabbing war with Rahman,
he'll get eaten alive.
He'll get eaten alive. Rahman should keep that in mind.
See, but what he does well, when Rahman jabs, he counters, he throws a quick right hand.
Yes, exactly.
Pretty good right hand right there, Mike.
When he hurt him with it.
Getting tagged a lot with that jab has been a problem for him.
Rahman having a lot of success when he doubles up. He comes over with a big right. And they're fighting like gentlemen. No dirty tactics, nothing going on. Again, big right hook and uppercut.
Big right hook, uppercut.
Maskaev with a little bit of trouble there.
Maskaev keeps taking glances over to our friend Mike here.
Get motivated. I motivate you. Look at me, man. It's not, look at me between rounds.
You're providing inspiration. He better not look at you at the wrong time and get caught.
Right hand from Maskaev.
He went for broke with that right hand.
There's enough to keep Rahman at bay.
And it sets up the big right hand that Rahman. Speaking of big right hands, big one from Maskaev.
Yes.
And Rahman answers with a nice
right
hook
hand off
himself.
of Rahman's head.
Rahman coming back.
Don't hold him. Don't hold him. Thank you.
Right hand.
Great right hand. Great right hand by Rahman.
Left hook.
Big right hook by Maskaev.
Putting a volley of combinations and they're connecting on Rahman's head. Rahman's coming back with a volley of punches. And if they punch from punch, somebody's about to get hit.
Maskaev seeming on a mission. Maskaev's pretty good defense.
Maskaev, you have to give him some credit. He came back.
He's just letting it go now.
He's throwing really hard punches, though.
You know, the corner has done a great job on Maskaev's cut because I haven't seen any blood since the first round. Nice defense by Maskaev.
There's a flicking jab. Maskaev looks at the launch. That left hook has been effective.
Mike, let me ask you, it's going into the 6th round. How do you have it for the first 5?
Wow, that's pretty
it's tough to score.
That, yeah. I like to give it to Rahman, but Maskaev put on a good show himself.
Rahman's stalking him now. He's had Maskaev going backwards most of the fight. With the right hand, these are big
heavy punches.
Haymakers, heavy punches.
Yeah,
Mike.
heavy punches coming.
Round 6, it's been a fast-paced heavyweight championship fight. Maskaev's had trouble getting through those gloves, Mike.
We're not seeing too much body work from either of these fighters.
No, just headhunting all the way. Well, that's a pretty good punch there for
nice
Maskaev.
Combination.
Maskaev threw a good right-hand lead combination, throwing some good left hooks to the body as well.
Nice footwork, too. Got out of the way and jabbed.
See, that's what the hundreds of amateur fights do for someone like Maskaev. He gets him out of the trouble. And normally he would have froze and hit those punches, he moved, and he what he called his Russian ring gentlemanship.
Sometimes you just rely on experience on those.
There's no doubt he has a lot of experience.
Big, heavy punches there.
You're holding. Stop it.
Oh, solid shot right on the chin.
Right hand.
It's just not good that these fighters take these punches like this. It's going to wear and tear on them over the years.
Right.
Round 7. Oleg Maskaev trying to take the heavyweight championship of the world away from Rahman.
And I have to emphasize now, he's really trying.
Yes, he is really trying.
Having a lot of success with that sneaky left hook. He's been able to land all night.
Rahman's got good defense. For the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
I saw a little blood come out of Rockman's mouth there.
Oh, he's tasted some leather tonight.
Oh, no doubt about it.
That jab's been his most effective tool. But you know, this guy was a lieutenant in the Soviet Army. This guy, he's tough customer.
Hard as nails.
Hard as nails, yeah. You're going to take a lot to stop him.
Let's look at the brutal knockout that he received when he came back. Like I was saying, man.
It's a true man right there.
Intentional fortitude, characteristic, persistence, consistency. He possessed them. Only Maskaev that is, yes.
With the 7th round, good combination there. He's got
and a solid shot right on the chin.
Right on the chin. Rockman's in trouble. Rockman's hurt. Maskaev trying to follow up.
Maskaev, success swinging with the whoops.
Look at Maskaev putting together. And he hurt him. Maskaev had him hurt with the right hand earlier that made him go down.
Wow.
This is an interesting fight. I have to say, this is one of the big-time exciting fights.
This is an exciting heavyweight fight.
This is an exciting fight.
And Maskaev mixing it up,
good
going
body
to the body.
punches downstairs.
Maskaev keeps looking over to Mike every time he gets a chance. I guess you're giving him inspiration, Mike. Look at him.
Well, Rocky better look over here then. If that's the case,
he better start taking some
look too. Oh, he's fighting real good inside Maskaev. Don't get tight. Grab Maskaev. He has to hold this guy because he's getting a little tired here. There's 40 minutes to go.
He looks almost punched out, Maskaev.
Some of the fans holding up flags.
Now Rockman comes back with a combination.
And he made a miss and counter.
He made a miss and counter.
He did. He ducked. He came back with a left hook.
I wouldn't expect Maskaev to do a move like that.
Maskaev is pretty slick for a big white Russian guy.
Gotta say.
Blood now coming from Maskaev's nose.
Maskaev. Stiff jab.
Courtesy of Rahman's stiff left jab.
What a great round 7 we've had. That's it.
Right. You got to.
When they get you good, man. They get you good. The old timers get you real good.
Wow.
That was a tough, hard-fought round 7. I was interested to see how they came out in round 8. They haven't slacked up one bit. Rockman still working, snapping that head back with that hard jab, which Mike Tyson described as like a telephone pole coming at you. Rockman seems to have picked it up a little bit in the early part of round 8 here.
He got hit with a jab.
He got hit with a good jab himself.
His head. He got hit with a good jab. That right hand was close. Body shot. Great right hand to the body.
The blood starting to flow again from Oleg Maskaev. The corner's been doing a great job. Hopefully they'll be able to patch him back up between rounds.
Good combination from Rahman. Rahman continuing to apply the pressure.
Maskaev was starting to go to Rahman's body and having a little bit of success. He's abandoning
exactly. I don't know why he stopped punching
getting
to
away
the body.
from that.
Yeah. Most time in the body punching, you don't get the results that you want right away, so you stop going to the body, but you have to consistently.
People don't realize how big these guys are and how much energy they're expending in there.
Big flurry by
Rahman not letting up.
These men are here to win.
Round 9. Good right hand. The speed of Maskaev is what I've been impressed with. He just doesn't have the jab that Rahman has, but he's nice. After a lackluster round 8, he's come back with a little more steam here in round 9.
You're right, Around. For a big guy, he's got quick hands and he puts his combinations together well.
Rahman walks right into one.
I want to see how they score this fight, man.
I know, I'm very interested to see how they scored it too. It's very, very close.
Look at it. How did they score this fight?
Now Rahman's up on the ropes.
The momentum has changed between rounds. One will win, one fighter will win one half of the round, the other one will win the other.
These men are just fighting real hard tonight.
Maskaev doing a great job keeping his punches straight and unleashing combinations.
This is a great heavyweight fight. They are really pounding on one another, and there's a lot of determination. Who wants it more and who has the skills?
you know, and the irony with Rahman's experience, it's turned out to be a more competitive
body shot.
Yeah, both body shots.
Beautiful body shots. Rahman's got a pretty strong chin, too.
Well, he's been hit by the best of them. You know, Rahman's been hit by the best of them in the business.
They're going to make it, looks like, through round 9, guys. I never thought it'd go this long.
No, listen. You never know. It takes 1/10 of a second to get knocked out. Not a second, 1/10 of a second to get knocked out.
We've seen that twice tonight.
Yeah. Maskaev.
All right, we're going to round number 10.
This fight has just been flying by.
For the heavyweight championship of the world, I don't know how it's going to be scored. I just have a right hand.
Oh, there it is. Nice straight right hand right on the chin. And Rahman taking it well.
Oh, he's throwing a strong hard punch. Oh, that's hurt. That hurt.
That's the punch that he's had the most success with tonight.
That hurt.
Yes, a little short little right hook.
The guy, you know,
he's doing it all night. When he does it.
To Rahman's credit, he's got a heck of a chin. He's been taking a lot of hard shots. I never thought we'd...
Beautiful body shots there.
I never thought we'd be here in the 10th round, guys. I really didn't.
I got to tell you, other than the jab, beautiful body shots. Nice work.
I never believed Maskaev would be the kind of fighter fight like this, go to the body.
Right hand.
He's just fighting. Yeah, you have to respect that in Maskaev.
He hurt him with the body shot.
Liver shot.
He hurt him with the liver shot. Rahman felt it, and he's fighting gamely.
Maskaev taking charge in this 10th round.
You saw Rahman grimace.
You saw he buckled with the liver shot.
This has been Maskaev's best round.
I think so.
Yeah. He had some good rounds during the fight, though. He had some really good ones, though.
Guys, I got to tell you, Maskaev might be stealing this fight.
If he can win these later rounds.
Oh, these next 3 rounds don't go down.
He looks like a big bear pounding on a tree.
Yeah, this is a hard fight. These guys are going to be sore tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow, these guys are going to be sore.
Final 10 seconds of round 10. Maskaev's decided. He's decided to go to the body.
He's having a lot of success in the body.
That's where he decided to go.
He looked like one of those old mangy junkyard dogs that has been through a lot but is still here. You know?
Right.
Still here. Come on.
There he is with a 1-2-3 combination. Sneaky left hooks all night long. Sneaky left and right hooks.
I think he should keep going to the body. Big round hand from Rahman. Rahman's picked it up in round 11 after a bad round 10.
So look, Maskaev just has to. It's like, golly.
Uppercut for Maskaev.
And that would be a good opportunity in those close quarters to work the body again, where he's had a lot of success.
Wow.
You know, Maskaev has
adding up points, adding up points,
yes.
Adding up points.
He's stealing these rounds.
Adding up points.
The big O on Maskaev's trunks must stand for offense, because he's been all offense tonight.
Oh, man.
Rahman trying to do some damage and impose his will on Maskaev.
Oh, and a beautiful combination.
Oh, man.
Oh! A high volume output from Maskaev tonight. Really letting his hands go. Oh, and another big left hook.
He got more confident, more strong as it went along.
You're right, Alan. He's gotten stronger and better as the rounds have progressed.
I expected Rahman to fight hard the last 2 rounds.
Because he looked like a better conditioned athlete.
Yeah, remember we were discussing that earlier.
Oh, that right hand hurt Rahman. At this point, it's just...
Maskaev fighting hard.
He's solid shots landing on Rahman's chin from Maskaev. Maskaev coming up clutch in the championship rounds.
37 years old, and he's out there in these last 2 rounds looking like it's the first 2 rounds with his energy, and his accuracy's gotten better.
Could we have a changing of the guard?
He's hit Rahman real hard behind the head. Rahman knows he's in a fight. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, here's my nice left hooks. Oh, this is a fight. Oh, these guys are exchanging punches. And Rahman's getting lesser end of the stick in this exchange of punches. Oh, great right hand to the body. This guy's working the body.
Oh,
listen.
Unintentional.
This guy's doing great, but he's so lethargic in his fighting, but he's doing great.
I'm glad Jay Nady gave beautiful 1-2-3 combination by Maskaev. The crowd here at Thomas and Mack loves it.
It's been our pleasure to be here, folks. Alan Maskaev with Mike Tyson and Mario Lopez. The 12th round for the heavyweight championship of the world is underway.
Oh, man.
Nobody knows.
Oh, look at Maskaev on his toes. He's going to fight all 3 minutes of the round. He's going to fight all 3 minutes of the round.
And could America lose their best champion?
She heard it, Mario. She heard it. It happened.
It happened. It happened, Mike. It happened in the 12th round.
She heard it, Mario.
Big left hook. Oh, like Maskaev with a crushing left hook. Let's see if he can finish it out.
Oh, he hurt him again.
Oh, he's hurt him again. He's going to do it. He's going to do it again, Mike.
Rahman has to hold him. He's going to knock him out again. I see it happening.
He's going to do it again.
Rahman has to hold. Oh, he's going out the ring. He's going to go out the ring again. Not by a punch, but he did go out the ring again.
It's 2 knockdowns.
Wow. A lot of time left.
Oh, like Maskaev doing what he needs to do to capture the heavyweight champion of the world.
Oh, man.
Make his native Russian.
If he wins, this is a Cinderella story if this man wins. Oh, he's fighting. Oh, look, Rahman has to fight back. If he wants to save the title, he has to go for it.
That's the 12th round.
He's got a minute and a half.
He's got time to do it, Mike. Guys, here we go.
Grab him. You better grab this man. He has to grab this man. Yes. That's what this man's going to
Maskaev came into this fight a 3-1 underdog. And might be leading the champion of the world. Whoa, big right hand right on the chin.
Down, folks. What a round for the Russian.
Oh, like Maskaev got stronger as the rounds went on. Whoa, big right hands on a seat.
A minute left.
Not resting on his laurels. He's got a lot of time. Jay Nady dangerously close from stopping it in, and it's a knockout, and the fight's over. And Oleg Maskaev.
Look at the look on Oleg Maskaev's face.
Oh, man.
Look at him. He's so,
Rahman don't know what happened to him.
And new WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Oleg, the big O Maskaev.
The big O, Oleg.
In the second round, after he won a split decision against Jason Moloney 7 months before, and he was not the only common opponent that they had. First bell here.
Inoue know that he's there, and Inoue just needs to be who he is. Be explosive, be fast, be quick. Don't try to overpower Moloney. Well, you see that uppercut right there. Just beat yourself.
Nice counter right from Inoue after Moloney lands a shot of his own. A few mistakes that he does make, leaving himself exposed and doesn't get off the line, but Moloney said, I've got to be quick enough, I got to be smart enough, and I got to be strong enough to make him pay, as he takes another Inoue jab right in the face. Oh, nice body shot from Moloney.
That's the work right there in the inside that Moloney has to do. But he has to be cautious because he can get caught in between if he gets a little wide with his punches. Nice counter right there. Switch your mind back and remind yourself why you're here.
It's also true that it's been 359 days since Inoue was last in the ring against Nonito Donaire.
And he explodes with every single punch, so it's dangerous. You second guess it. Oh, man, nice body shot.
Moloney was trying to get out of the way and throw a right hand all at the same time.
That's a lot to process in just 1 millisecond. There's that left hook from Naoya Inoue here to close out the second round. Oh, nice left hook. For 12 rounds tonight, they really do want to hurt each other. And Moloney here keeping up with Inoue in terms of punches thrown, but he's more than 2-1 down in terms of punches landed to Naoya Inoue. And that's got to change if he's going to win.
Well, he's letting Inoue dictate the pace right now. You see all the bouncing coming from Moloney, I told you he's a rhythm fighter. He likes to fight in the rhythm. And you see
Nice
the combinations
right hand.
as he's bouncing. Boom, boom, boom. Follow him out. Why not?
Nice uppercut there with the right hand from Inoue, but Moloney takes it well. There it is. Once again, the attack. Right hand, left hand.
My essentials packet, the right uppercut for Inoue.
That first step of Inoue is a lot for Moloney to process right now. He's thinking, trying to figure out what his next move is, and he gets hit with a 1-2. That's very discouraging.
One thing that I forgot to mention early on is look at the calves on Inoue. That's where all the power is generated from. The ground up, from the legs up.
Manny Pacquiao, Prince Nassim Hamed, Samanso Jaturon. A lot of great fighters who had that power going from the bottom up. Oh, beautiful double uppercut from Naoya Inoue. Nice right there from Jason Moloney on the inside. Using his strength, and he gets clipped by a left hook.
Is making Moloney forget his game plan. He forgot what he came here to do.
Ooh, left uppercut from Naoya Inoue. Switches up, and now you see the legs of Moloney a little wobbly as he continues with the attack.
How explosive every shot is, how the speed on his punches, and the power to go along with it, and the pressure he's putting on Moloney right now. Moloney is a good fighter. He's a good quality fighter. And he's making him look ordinary.
Oh, nice counter to the body from Naoya Inoue as Moloney was looking for a big overhand right. And there's a right hand counter once again from Inoue as now he digs to the body. And down goes that right elbow of Moloney. Nice stick jab from Moloney though.
Andrew Moloney, who knows his brother as well as anyone, says he has to punch sharper, not harder. Just stay behind the jab and punch sharper.
That's a hard thing to do when you got a guy who's sticking you with power.
He's being out muscled. I mean, that power and that speed.
Mid-range, inside, it doesn't matter. He's controlling this fight. He's leading, he's countering, he's out-speeding, out-quicking, and he has more power than Moloney. How you gonna deal with that if you don't open up and try to get some respect?
You know, he gets a little enamored with this punching power. He just wants to admire his work at times, and Moloney is finding home for his right hand occasionally.
And there you see the finishing shots from Naoya Inoue as round 4 comes to a conclusion.
Well, it's special. You know, there's no perfect fighter. There's always going to be mistakes the fighter makes, but the question is, can the opponent do anything about it? Or if they're going to have the courage to try to risk doing anything about it. So, Inoue is everything that people say that he is, and the scary part is he's still getting better.
He's right at the start of his prime right now at 27 years old.
Ooh. That quickness of Naoya Inoue, who's 19-0 with 16 knockouts. But here comes Jason Moloney, who said, if I can get him backing up and crouching and covering up, that's my opportunity.
But that's where he needs to be. He needs to be in the inside the trenches. But he needs to be careful because Inoue would set him up with a counter. He'll look to punch in between his shots.
Inoue's got the power advantage, the quickness advantage, and a 2.5-inch reach advantage, which we saw just moments ago as his jab got to its destination.
Yeah,
devastation.
Thank you.
But sometimes it's, big right hand there from Inoue, and Moloney takes it, and he takes 2 steps back.
If you could hear the thoughts that good shot right there.
Down goes Moloney on a quick counter.
4, 5, 6.
Inoue's a good finisher
7,
too.
8, okay, come to me.
Position to throw this left hook. Moloney came in with a double jab. You know, we're taught to, step in behind with the double jab. And if you don't do it from the right distance, well, you get set up with shots like this. Beautiful left hook right in between. Nice step back, a half a step back by Inoue. Nice check hook right there from him.
A lot to deal with, fellas. Power, speed, quickness, timing.
And he smells blood. He may be the monster, but tonight he's a shark going after his prey in Jason Moloney from down under. Big right hand once again. Supreme focus from Naoya Inoue as Moloney gets caught with another left hook as he leaves his jab out there. You can feel the power, you can hear the thuds when Inoue lands a shot. And he hasn't landed cleanly yet, except for that big shot early in the round. But he lands cleanly there with that right.
Inoue, it's the feet. When a fighter can close the distance on you in a half a second and he's up on you quicker than you could even imagine, that's unnerving for a fighter. It's tough to deal with.
There's that stick from Naoya Inoue. As round 7 comes,
Oh!
a big right hand from Naoya Inoue, and Moloney is down and hurt.
6, 7, 8.
It's over. It is over. Naoya the Monster Inoue on Halloween night knocks out Jason Mayhem Moloney. Right hand it was.
Inoue started this fight the way that he ended it. He just got on fire. He revved up his engine, and he was all gas and no brakes. He did everything. He showed speed. He showed power. He showed some flavor with his feet. And, you know, he ended with a devastating right hand like that. Moloney just made a mistake, threw a jab out there, and Inoue just took a half little step back and just made him pay with a brutal shot. You saw that coming. We were talking about this over the last couple rounds. It doesn't look like much is happening, but there's a lot happening. And you see Inoue, a guy with an IQ, setting up a shot like that to have an emphatic victory here in the United States. There's a lot of people that are going to start to know this young man's name. And if he continues to put on performances like this, he will be a household name.
And still, WBA, IBF, Ring Magazine Unified Bantamweight Champion of the World, Naoya the Monster Inoue!
Give me a good clean fight and I will not bother neither one of you. 2 things you must remember. Obey my commands and most important, protect yourself at all times. Check hands and good luck to the both of you.
Both of them have a good sweat going. Tommy Morrison goes over and puts his head down and prays for a moment with his assistant, Doug Drager. That's a tradition of his.
Right. These two chomping at the bit to get at each other.
Morrison feels that Mercer has a bit of a soft belly. That that Morrison's conditioning is what will tell the tale. And here we go. Round 1 is scheduled for 12. Very few think it will last anywhere close to that. Morrison says he wants to crouch, give Mercer angles. Mercer immediately says that didn't hurt. Morrison feels that Mercer doesn't have very good balance. He says he can make Mercer look silly with the angles and the crouching. Stick and run for Morrison as he tries to throw the jab. Morrison bows down.
Well, Tony Perez shouldn't let, and I doubt.
Morrison, and he followed up with the left.
And he buzzed Mercer with that because Mercer's holding on to the back of his neck.
Morrison going after Mercer as the crowd erupts.
Okay.
And Morrison landing again, and then a glancing, looping right hand.
3 real quick punches landed by Morrison. Well, there's Mercer holding behind the head, using the right uppercut, and Tony Perez really not saying anything about it, and that's an illegal tactic. Finally does.
Sure, the crowd saw it, and finally Perez did as well.
But Perez letting him get away with it again here, but let him get away with 3 uppercuts on the inside.
Morrison with the left hook.
Mercer's really using some dirty tactics in there. He's using a forearm across the face.
Uppercut for Morrison. Crowd responding to that. Well, that's been the big punch, the uppercut.
Morrison just landed a short little right hand, too. Right now, he's really getting the better of Ray Mercer.
And a left hand from Morrison connects. Another good round for Tommy Morrison.
I doubt if you've seen the end of Ray Mercer, though.
Of Ray Mercer.
Oh,
another left hand.
Mercer jumped in from the outside with a right uppercut, and Morrison just countered with a quick left hook.
He shot the uppercut from Morrison. He continues to dominate.
Boy, Morrison is so accurate.
More
with
blood
his
on the lower lip, Joe. A body punch with the left. Morrison, the uppercut. Tommy Morrison all over Ray Mercer. Morrison delivering.
Mercer talking to him in the corner.
Mercer has never been down in his career. Neither is Morrison, for that matter.
Well, he is bleeding heavily, and the more...
Ooh, that was the best punch Mercer's thrown. Chopping right hand as the third round comes to a close.
Thrown 25 landed for Morrison.
Mercer sneaks another right hand, and Mercer now comes on the attack with 2 right hands. And here comes Mercer to the delight of the crowd. Oh, good left hand from Mercer and the right. And Mercer has Morrison wobbled. And Mercer hanging on with the left hand. The left hand from Mercer.
Same punch he caught him with in the round before. Mercer jumped in with the left right uppercut and got countered with a great left hook by Tommy Morrison. But Mercer is really coming on in this round.
The right from Mercer.
Like I said, he looked real anxious and uptight at the beginning of this fight, and that'll wear you out in itself, just that nervousness.
Mercer with 2 good right hands. And now Mercer on Morrison in the corner. And Mercer's all over him, and Morrison in trouble. And Morrison goes down for the first time in his career. And that is it.
That's it.
The fight is over. Ray Mercer has won it. He successfully defended his WBO heavyweight championship. Well, let's take a look at it, Joe. All right, Joe's going to head up into the ring now. Mike Marley with us, and here comes Mercer on the attack, and right at this point, Morrison's out of it.
He was out on his feet, precisely, Glenn. He was out of it, groggy. I mean, he doesn't know what's hitting him at that point.
Well, those are damaging blows right there. He was out of it. 4, 5, 6. Wow. Morrison could have been seriously hurt there.
You're exactly right. Referee Tony Perez should have stepped in a little bit sooner.
Take another look, and you can count him. At this point, Morrison's out of it right here after that left hand. Now, from this point on, this is the damage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And finally went down for the first time in his career.
Pardon me, referee Tony Perez stops it at 28 seconds of the 5th round. The winner by TKO victory, and still WBO World Heavyweight Champion, merciless Ray Mercer.
Punches from here on up are good. You both know the rules. Obey my commands and protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves now. Come on, fighting at the bell.
Joe Tessitore, Tim Bradley with you ringside. All right, here's the deal with Shushu. We've watched all the stages of development, but Tim, I felt like when we called his fight back in December, he took a big step forward when he fought Jason Sanchez, a veteran who's been in against everybody. Nobody stopped Sanchez. He stopped him.
Look, the better the competition, the better Shushu fights. And that's true about a lot of these prospects. Shushu walking tall right there. Got clipped, was in the Philly shell.
Ooh. Torres getting to the inside with a 3-punch combination against Carrington. And things could really open up. Could this be the year where Shushu Carrington, there's a check. Catches him with the right hand to close out. Shell defense, you see it going right across that waistband. There's a right hand that's able to sneak under the left elbow. There's a good example of being calm in the pocket right there. There's a lead right hand from Carrington.
Good jab.
Good jab. Snaps back the head of Torres as he came off the hip with that jab. Been looking to place that right hand to the body a few times early on.
Shushu places his foot on the inside to land that jab. Gives him a different punching angle to be able to land that shot.
Short right hand on the inside. Torres came in, crossed that threshold, back to the jab for Shushu. And then a sweeping left hook. Look for it again that time. Shushu Carrington against the well-traveled Bernard Torres, the 18-win veteran. As we come to the end of round number 2 to start off this evening, that'll be capped by the WBC 130-pound title fight.
Your opponent can see it. He does it there.
Well, it's got to come up before it goes.
Exactly. Good
There's
shot
that lead right hand from Carrington, and then follows up his work. Jab to the body here, closing moments of round number 3. Picks up the pace, good hand speed from Carrington, end of 3. And Torres is a guy, you talk about the experience, Mark. He's had 3 fights scheduled for 10 rounds, and they all went the distance.
Ooh, nice.
See how many rounds just missing with that right hand to the body. Has landed 17 body punches at this point, punching between the punches.
Look at Torres using timing right now on Shushu. Shushu's letting one punch come at a time, and Torres, nice little counter right there from Shushu. Picking up that Torres is actually trying to counter his counter.
Yes.
And he countered him.
A good left hook, and now the right hand connects upstairs. Good offensive output here in the middle of round number 4 from Shushu Carrington. Left hand comes back in return from Torres. And Torres steps forward with a 2-punch combination. You can see blood dripping from the nose of Bernard Torres.
Shushu turning southpaw. When things seem a little bit off, we're going to see how he delivers.
Good headshot that time on the inside. This has been a strong round from Shushu Carrington. 1-2.
Good shot.
Right hand landed. Hometown hero, knockout scored, devastating power from Shushu, Brooklyn born, and does it at home. What a statement. Second left in round 4. 1 second remaining. And dynamite from Carrington.
He just delivered, Tess. He just delivered.
Well, another Brooklyn guy likes that. Shannon Briggs on his feet. And those gloves that have 8 and 21 on them. 8 as in, he says, I'll be the 8th champion to come from the Brownsville section of Brooklyn. Listen to this knockout.
Again, put that pressure on Shushu, marching forward, got the high guard up. Just waiting, anticipating. Lets the right hand go. Boom. Looped the right hand, didn't throw it straight that time, just taking advantage of Torres being in a terrible position. You see him squared up right here, trying to fire back. Never saw that punch coming. Here it is again, different angle. Shushu putting that high guard up, nice little pull right hand, but he was able to step back.
Listen to this. That rear hook. That's good stuff. Man, you see that right leg of Torres, instant impact, and he just buckles to the canvas. Wow. So now, as we told you back on December 9th, you want to go on the next rung of the ladder. Jason Sanchez, who'd been in against Oscar Valdez, Christopher Diaz. Nobody had ever gotten rid of Jason Sanchez. Got rid of him in 2. And then Bernard Torres, as you said, experienced guy.
Yep.
Well-traveled guy.
Of course.
18-1. Gets rid of him in 4. You can see the growth, the development, the stages, the progress as he looks to graduate from top prospect to legit featherweight contender. Let's go to the ring and make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside the theater at Madison Square Garden, this bout comes to a conclusion at 2 minutes, 59 seconds of round number 4. For your winner by knockout. And now the NABF, WBO Intercontinental, and IBF Intercontinental Featherweight Champion. It happened right here in New York City. Your winner, Bruce Shoo Carrington.
I want you to protect yourself at all times and obey my commands at all times. Any questions? Any questions? Touch him up. Go.
Joe Tessitore and Chris Algieri on the call ringside. Bernardo Osuna working the corners. Mark Kriegel on the score. Chris, when we spent time with Venado Lopez's camp yesterday, they said he was a relentless worker in his training camp. They wanted him to stop at times. I want to keep working, but it's purpose-driven long-term. He said, I want to have freedom.
Very, very quickly.
I mean, just sometimes you sit back and you watch the offensive attack. Look at these. I mean, that left hand he just was thrown. He was ducking to his right and thrown from distance as Angelo Leo then finds some success on the inside.
Nice counter from Leo. He had a right hand off the ropes and then a left hook to the body as he went underneath one of those sweeping shots of Lopez.
Hey, listen, there's going to be countering opportunities. They just may be a little unconventional.
Yeah, the problem with Lopez is he hits you with punches you don't see.
Yes.
The ones you don't see are the ones that hurt the most.
Oh, big right hand.
Needs to be busy with that lead hand. Oh,
lead right hand.
What a counter.
So interesting how he'll double up, triple up that right hand in the midst of an offensive attack, Venado. There's a body shot as Leo gets the warning, but he is a body puncher to the max. 9 times CompuBox has tracked his fights. And in those 9 fights, he's landed 899 body punches.
You have to be careful leaning over that front foot against Lopez. He's got a brilliant rear-handed uppercut. He scored a lot of highlight reel knockouts with that shot. You want to make sure you keep your eyes up.
There's another left hand to the body. He gets an early warning, Chris.
Leo needs to be careful with that. I mean, big right hand over the top and a jab from Leo.
And he comes in on the attack. And a sweeping right hand around the guard. Big moment here in round 2.
That jab from Leo pops the head back of Venado. Venado comes back with that right uppercut and combinations. That intuitive offense where he just lets those hands fly.
Double jab that time from Angelo. And he digs to the body again. It was right on the belt line.
Leo doing a great job of answering everything that the champ throws. Not letting him rip too many long combinations, and good counter right hand from Leo over the top.
The best featherweight in the world in the ring right now, Venado Lopez, but it's the challenger. Angelo Leo off to a good start in that last round. He landed 24 of 49 punches, including 11 to the body.
Yeah, Leo, I mean, he has a game plan, and he's executing. These last couple rounds have been really, really smart. Using some lateral movement mixed in between there.
Aggressively running out to attack Leo moments ago. Sweeping right hand. Leo returns fire. Fights his way out of that corner.
Corner saying that the punches were not affecting him. Venado has an excellent chin. He believes in his chin. Best way to disrupt the man's rhythm is a jab. Leo needs to go back to that jab, not get away from it.
Venado trying to place that right hand to the body again.
Nice sharp jab from the challenger.
The kind of style they like in the ring. Round number 4 for the featherweight championship. And Angelo Leo comes out pressing the action and attacking. Short right uppercut again from the champion.
Nice combination.
3-punch combination finishing to the body.
I didn't see that as much back in the day, especially at the middle distance. Now we're seeing that as a major weapon and part of the game plan tonight. Leo is very, very effective. He is generally an inside fighter. Oh, beautiful uppercut on the inside from Venado.
There's a right uppercut on the inside that landed from Venado Lopez.
Break, step back clean.
That's been the most consistent weapon tonight for Lopez.
Off balance that time, twists and turned around.
Lopez needs to be careful as he's closing the distance. He needs to be more deceptive as he crosses that critical distance line so he doesn't eat those uppercuts consistently. Hey, Tess, what do you do when you got a guy in front of you with a good chin? Hit him to the body.
And that's what he does.
That's what he does.
Break.
Oh.
Wide sweeping right hand.
Lopez had the glove up, but definitely took some flack on that shot.
There's a right hand to the body again.
But Lopez with that tricky right uppercut.
Yeah, it just sneaks it in the midst of the exchanges.
And that's something that Leo has done in the past. He'll lean heavy over that front foot, being a body puncher, being an inside fighter. That head tends to be over that front foot, which is right in range for that uppercut.
Three-punch combination finishes with the left to the body. Tries to split the guard with a straight right hand, right uppercut again.
This is where Venado is so dangerous. If you stand in front of him, he's going to let those combinations rip. Oh.
There it is again. And Angel comes forward. Left hook starts that off.
As Leo gets away from the jab, there's more and more opportunities for Venado Lopez, the champ, to win the moments and land those big shots, especially the right uppercut.
The right hand over the top. Lopez responds by firing back. Nearly turns off to the right side and eats a right hand. Just got out of the way.
Yeah, you heard from his corner. They said, don't do that. Don't turn your back. Don't be careful. Oh, big right hand. Rocks Leo. Leo has been a good weapon. Leo, because he has that guard up, tends to blind himself to...
He just touches him around under that elbow. More body work on the inside from Leo. What a good fight this is.
Excellent action-packed stuff. This has been a fantastic round. A really good one for the champ.
Good stuff as we come to the end of 5.
Talk about the attitude of Venado Lopez. Look at him walk Leo down. The output of Leo seems to be dropping these last 2 rounds. Venado was stepping in to fill the gap.
Especially in this round.
Yes, this has been a very slow round for the challenger.
Held that straight a little low.
Right. Step back clean.
Oh.
There's a right hand firing back from Leo.
Big shot, very eye-catching as well. Snap the head back of the champion. And that's one thing about Venado Lopez. Yes, he has a great chin, but he's also so reactive with the punches. Even the punches that land, he is able to pull away and take some of the power off the shot. That one looked very dramatic, but I don't think it landed as clean or as hard as you think.
It's one of those
as it looks.
Crowd reacting shots rather than impactful shots. And you see him just even pull back and roll out to the side on that as well from distance.
And that's the thing about like hyper-reactive athletic fighters. Sometimes they make punches miss by such a small margin.
And that's all it takes.
Oh, very nice setup. And that's what we spoke about in the lab, about Venado Lopez getting hot, getting his chin high along the ropes, firing from that position. This round we're seeing moving a little bit more, using that jab once again. What is
protect
Lopez
yourself
doing?
at all times. And watch this left hand from Leo that he, I believe, thought was a low blow. You can see him turning to the referee as if to complain. But in the midst of that, listen, Leo has the right to still be on the attack unless the referee, Ernest Sharif, comes in. Does have world title experience, but you got to go back to his last world title fight being November of 2019. And that was Inoue Donaire 1. Did not exactly have the cleanest night that night, as supporters of Inoue would tell you.
Leo starting to use that left shoulder push off to create some distance to land the right hand. Did it twice this round already.
course, the body punches landed by Leo, always a big story. Here are the body punches landed per round tonight to add up to a 52-24 advantage for him.
Break! Don't do that now. Keep him up. Go.
Right uppercut getting in between punches again.
And those combinations, those.
That is the live money line right now, as Angelo Leo is a -175 favorite to claim the title.
Wow. From a +350 to a -175.
Well, everybody all week said he is a live dog.
And he's showing it. Listen, Leo
Standing in the pocket there.
Leo did his homework. Definitely the heavier-handed of the two, but also his ability to rip off combinations and build makes him so dangerous at any point during the fight.
All right, great.
Oh, good combination that time.
Leo grits his teeth and comes right back. Gotta be careful with that shoulder. Referee has not warned him yet, but both men looking for a little bit of space.
And that's why he worked on his conditioning extensively during training camp.
In the corner of Luis Alberto Lopez, I spoke with Armando Valenzuela. They're not happy with the performance of referee Ernest Sharif. They say, even Venado's telling them he's seeing everything just one-sided. And they say, look, if he's using the shoulder, use your shoulder. If he goes low, you go low.
Big right hand rocks Venado.
And now he's getting that forearm and just making it rough on the inside. And there is the warning from Ernie Sharif.
Leo not showing any respect for the champion, making this a physical fight, using the shoulder, using the elbow.
The right hand that came in.
Oh, good left hook there from the champion. Oh, another
Comes back with a right hand between punches, does Angelo Leo. So each man has had his moments here in round number 9.
Leo finding a home for that counter right hand in the middle of the shots that the champion throws.
Break. Step back clean. Step back.
Oh.
Well, stop and pop right hand.
Both of you.
Absolutely flattened. The champion is flattened. Angelo Leo. That is as big as could be. Knockout of the year candidate. Stamp it. And it's for a world title. Wow.
You know, we mentioned the left hook, how that was a great weapon against Venado Lopez, especially on the inside. You could not land a better, cleaner shot than that, right on the chin. Venado Lopez makes fundamental mistakes. He throws the jab, he gets tall, his chin is exposed. This is why you don't do that. Bang, left hook on the chin, out for the count. Oh my.
How about the splatter of sweat and the head to the back of the ring?
What a fight, incredible dramatic finish, no question.
And we want to tell you the good news, and that's Venado Lopez is up on the stool, getting medical attention, and is to his feet.
I mean, if that's not knockout of the year, oh my goodness.
And the new IBF featherweight champion of the world, Angelo Leo!
the ancient one of the greats, Daniel Zaragoza, TKO Zaragoza in the 11th round in 1997. He has held the title ever since, and as I mentioned, this is his 5th title defense. Now, Chicone is a lefty, but the man that he took the title away from, Morales did, and Daniel Zaragoza was also a lefty. Morales is very effective at attacking left-handers. Richard Steele is the 3rd man in the ring. This is one of 2 WBC championship bouts. Tonight, of course, the one that these people are mostly here to see is the one that we'll have toward the end of. Good right hand by Chicone. Mentioned that he went 12 rounds, the distance with Antonio Chimino, the WBA champ at the time.
Break.
Past the halfway point here in round 1. Morales going downstairs to the body. And now about a minute left to go here in the first of 12 scheduled rounds. Morales using his jab a little bit. Now trying to stalk Chicone a little bit more, putting a little more pressure on him. Morales has, there's the straight right hand that he used so effectively against Junior Jones. You can feel Morales picking up the beat here and getting his distance, his punching distance a little bit better. And he is a good puncher, make no mistake about that. He can get you out of it. Most people believe Morales is getting better and better and that we haven't quite seen the best of him yet. Working in the corner of Oscar De La Hoya later on this evening. Clancy is an advisor to De La Hoya, comes in during the last couple of weeks of his training now and helps him out. Gil, of course, a legendary trainer and manager and also a great broadcaster. Morales chasing Chicone in the corner and whacking him. Chicone showing pretty good defense there because really good combinations by Morales. Big uppercut by Morales. Boy, he can work on the inside. He is a big puncher and whacks an uppercut to the head of Chicone. He has already got Chicone thinking about that power, and I mean big time. Got him pinned against those ropes, not where Chicone wants to be. Look at how efficiently and carefully Morales works to try and get these punches in. A lot of holding by Chicone. And Chicone languishes on those ropes. A bad place for him to be in. An even worse place now is the corner, which is where he is. Morales won't let him out of that corner, and he is making him pay for being in there. Eric Morales is a punishing puncher. And look at him work both the body and the head. Good counter punching there by Chicone, but boy, he's going to need to get out of that corner. Big left hand, and down goes Chicone right in front of us. I think this fight is over. Yes, it is. Right above us, Angel Chicone was whacked with the left hook and an uppercut, and he is all but out here. Here is Morales getting Chicone pinned in the corner. The right hand is what did it, the left hook, and now a left as he was going down. And that was the punch that really, I think, did additional damage to Angel Chicone. He wasn't down yet, so it wasn't an illegal punch by Morales. He might have held up with that one, but as you're punching, it's very hard to do that. So Angel Chicone suffering from the power of Eric Morales. I'll tell you what, Morales is a force in the super bantamweight division, and maybe could be one in the featherweight division. In fact, in all likelihood, will be.
He is still the undefeated WBC Super Bantamweight Champion of the world, de Tijuana, Mexico, El Tirreno.